What is going on, everybody? Cody from View Golf, and today we've got a product review for you. We've got the new Callaway Rogue Driver here in View Golf Studios. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit like and also subscribe to us. We really appreciate it, so let's get into it. Okay, so the Rogue is all new from Callaway. It's kind of harking on the Epic model that they came out with last year. You're going to see a lot of the same technologies and a couple different variations of it. Okay, so first we're going to start with a newer technology. It's the Jailbreak, which we all saw in the Epic driver. The difference though is they've kind of started to fine-tune this Jailbreak technology, the rods that they're using. If you're not familiar with the Jailbreak technology, it's a couple titanium rods that run from the bottom of the sole to the crown, and they're welded, and it keeps the face from flexing. It reverts the energy back into the golf ball rather than the dispersion in the metal. So what they've done with those rods this time is they've made them 25% lighter. What does that mean for you? Well, it means that they can take that weight and they can move it around to other places in the head, and we'll get into that in just a second. And you can see here clearly in the side-by-side that this is a much different head shape than the Epic from last year, and it's one that I personally would gravitate to. I like the style of the heads that go back a little further. It just gives me that extra bit of confidence for the people who need a little bit more forgiveness, a little more confidence off the tee. So if you watched our Rogue 3-wood and fairway wood rather review, then you'll kind of see a lot of the similar things. You see that bottom of the club and those false air ducts that make the club look like they're club like it's going 100 mile an hour. Something that I really like. And they worked with Boeing again on this entire Rogue line, and we've got that speed step technology. We're going to have increased club head speed, better aerodynamics, things of that nature. So again, we'll stay on the crown with that speed step technology. If you look behind that, we have the crown fading from that black to that carbon fiber, which you all know that I love so very, very much. And it's framed all around this teal color that they've used for the Rogue. Again, I will say one more time that that R in the Rogue reminds me so much of the TaylorMade Rocket Balls line that was out a few years ago. But that's just something that I personally noticed quite a bit. Another thing that you'll notice, and I'll show you right here, that there is no adjustable weight on the bottom of this club. Okay, now we're kind of taking a step back as far as technology is concerned. What they found was a lot of people were just putting that right into the draw bias anyway. So they've just made this club a draw bias, and obviously that's going to be different in the Sub-Zero model, but we'll get into that in a different review. Now the main question I know you guys are probably watching this video for, a lot of you, is if I have an Epic, should I upgrade and get the new Rogue? And we're hoping to answer that. We're going to hit some balls on the launch monitor. We're using flight scope technology. I've got this set to 11 degrees. I know it's a little bit high, but I need that. We have an Even Flow Project X stiff shaft. We don't have an extra stiff, or else I would have used it, but we're working with what we got, guys. Okay, we want to get these reviews out to you as soon as we can, so that's what we're doing. So let's hit some balls. I'll tell you what I think. Let's go. Alright, so we're using Titleist Pro V1X golf balls. Here we go, first ball. Okay, not too bad, a little high on the face. Not 285 carry, we had 314 total. Okay, about 167 ball speed. Quite a bit lower than what I seen in the initial testing. Let's see if we can catch one. It's a good measurement to know what it's going to feel like off high on the face, though. Okay. Whatever. 292 carry, 176 ball speed. Looks like 330 total distance. Spin was around 2,500. So overall, I do like the way the club feels. Okay guys, so we just got wrapped up testing and reviewing the new Rogue driver from Callaway Golf. Okay, now you know how we do it here. We are going to have 5 different categories, each worth 1 star. And so with the Rogue, our first category is going to be design and appeal. Okay, I love the way this club looks. It looks, like I said, like it's going 100 mile an hour when it's just sitting on the shelf, sitting in your bag. It's awesome. It's got a good color scheme. The font is awesome. It's got a bunch of lines and crazy graphics going on. That's something that you look for. It's very appealing. The design is very good. It deserves a full star in that category, especially with the carbon fiber. You all know if you put carbon fiber on a club, design and appeal, you got a full star from me at least. All right, so performance and feel. Now, this is a double-edged sword. Now, if you're coming from a driver, from Callaway that's older than the Epic, it performs amazing. Compared to, the Great Big Bertha, the 816s and, the XRs, it's an amazing driver. You're gonna see a huge upgrade. If you already have an Epic though, I don't think there's enough to warrant that another $500 purchase unless you just have to have it. And that's fine. And that's fine if you just gotta have that View Golf factor, you gotta have the latest and greatest, we're good with that. You gotta pay to play. We always say that here on this channel. So I understand if you're gonna pay that money, but I wouldn't ever, take that Epic out of your bag and throw this in there. Unless you've done the testing and everything, because it's not guaranteed. That gain is not guaranteed. Okay, so performance and feel. I love the way it felt as well. It felt way different than the Epic. I will say if you don't like the way your Epic feels, go try this out because it feels a lot different. It feels better. Okay, so performance and feel was definitely a full star. Now, technology. I mentioned in the overview of the club that we took a step back here. We took the sliding weight out, and I don't like that. I like new technology. I like new and exciting things. I don't like things going backwards. On my cell phone, I'm not gonna go out and buy a flip phone. I like things progressing. I like things going forward. I like new. I like fresh. And I want the latest and greatest stuff in my golf club. And if I don't have that adjustability on the head, I might want that. I want it as a club fitter for sure, because it gives me a little more to play with for the player. So I'm not feeling that at all. And as far as technology is concerned, the Jailbreak Technology, that's old news. 25% lighter, who cares? That's not a huge deal. It's got carbon fiber on it, so does the Epic. I've already given my star out for the carbon fiber, so we can't just keep relying on that. And the speed step stuff, it says it's new and improved. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I don't think the technology star is going to be here in the Rogue. I really don't. I don't think they did enough. So no star. Sorry. View Golf factor. We've got a club made by Callaway. It's one of the most reputable brands in the entire world. Okay, we've got Sergio Garcia playing Callaway golf now. So and that guy's your Masters champion. So anytime you pull out that Callaway brand, your buddies know you mean business. You went out, you spent the money, you're serious about your game. And when you pull out your sticks and you've got Callaway head covers on your clubs, it's all business, man. Okay, so View Golf factor, definite full star for the Callaway Rogue. Value. This club is a $500 driver. Now, I always say you got to pay to play, but unless if you're coming from, like I said, the driver a couple years ago, you haven't paid $500 for a driver yet, and you're probably not crazy about that idea. Okay, and I think there's better drivers on the market right now for $400 and $450. You can save that money, and you can get yourself a better head cover, because the head cover that comes with these clubs is like a boxing glove, and I think it's terrible looking. Okay, it's just not good. Okay, it matches the driver, that's all good and well, but go get yourself something that makes yourself stand out. Get that View Golf factor even higher, right? So I don't like it very much at all. I don't like the thought of paying $500 for a driver. I don't like the thought of paying $300 for a fairway wood, or $250 for a hybrid, or $2,000 for a set of irons. The prices, they're too damn high. Okay, $500, that's enough of that. We got to stop doing that. Okay, thanks a lot, PXG, for just inflating the hell out of the market, but we got to start bringing that back down to that 400 level. I think 400 is a sweet spot. It's enough. We don't need to, do all the marketing campaigns and throw maybe so many players on staff. If that's what it takes, let's get that price down a little bit, and then we can talk about value. But $499 for something that came out last year with less adjustability, I'm not feeling that at all. I'll give it a half star, just in case you are coming over from something that did cost $500, because it's TaylorMade M1 from 2 years ago, cost $500. So just a little bit of sympathy star there. I'll give it a half star. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3.5.
3.5 stars.
Okay, I think it's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we just wrapped up our View Golf rating system review. The Callaway Rogue, it's a lackluster 3.5 stars from us at View Golf. Now, I'm not saying that this club is not good. It's a great club. It's going to give you the performance. It's going to give you all that stuff that you want and love from Callaway Golf. But I don't think it's a big enough step in the next direction from Callaway. I think they could have done better. I think they could have actually just waited a year and come out with something better than this. So just because of that, and not to mention they're charging $500 again, give me a break with that. Okay, so as far as the Callaway Rogue Driver is concerned, 3.5 stars. Okay, guys, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. You know we love doing this stuff for you guys, so help support the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.